I don't have the energy to do a full video. I am very sorry. It's been a rough 48 hours. So as those of you who watched my short and reel know, I've had some unplanned surgery. So I had to have my gallbladder out, which was not planned. And then I had some major complications post-surgery, and there was a second surgery. And then there was a stint in the ICU and 4 blood transfusions and a whole week in hospital. None of that was planned, and all of that was fairly traumatic. So I was released from hospital on Sunday, and I've been in terrible, swelling and pain all at the site of where they took my gallbladder out and the hematoma formed. So that's continued to get better, but very, very slowly. I'm still slow to move around. I'm still quite sore. So, but I felt like I was making headway, and Paris has been on. I've talked about I'm getting my suitcases out this weekend. I'm going to start to pack. It's going to be great. And then last night happened. So last night was Thursday night. Went to bed like usual, no worries. And at 11 o'clock, 11:30, I woke up with extreme pains in my chest. And I'm not usually an alarmist. I'm going to walk it off for a bit and see what happens kind of person, and then we'll deal with it. But this was scary. So I woke my husband and I asked him to call an ambulance, which he did. And paramedics came, hooked me all up, gave me pain relief, and took me to the hospital, where they ran chest x-rays and CT scans and blood tests and looked for clotting. I was concerned about clotting, especially my lungs, and whatever else they were looking for. So all those results came back. They released me because they knew I was on my way to see my surgeon anyway as for my follow-up. Came home, showered, turned around, went back and saw my surgeon. Surgeon examined me, thinks the chest pains are just spasms, which are happening from the many complications that I've been through, but nothing overly concerning. However, he is concerned with the site of the hematoma and that filling up with fluid again. He says that that might resolve itself. My body might work out what to do and sort itself out. Or he said they're going to have to intervene. And I'm like, and what's the timeline for that? To which he answered, probably about 2 weeks, which puts me in Paris. So I looked at my surgeon point blank and I said, am I going to Paris? And he said, no, no, you are not. You are medically grounded. You are not to fly because it's going to exacerbate the fluid retention that you currently have as it is, and it could have dire results for you while you're in the air or even while you're in Paris. So his medical advice is that I do not fly, which means that I cannot fly. To fly now would mean that I'm going against medical advice, which means that my travel insurance is null and void, as is my life insurance, should something happen to me. And I won't do that to my family, or be that selfish to put myself in that position where my children might lose their mother. So I'm not going to Paris, which is incredibly sad. And I have spent a large chunk of my morning crying, as I tell people, as I tell the Handbag tribe, as that reality settles in around me, as I look at my new suitcases and my new clothes and my new shoes and all the things that I bought for this holiday that won't get used. Yeah, it's devastating, to say the very least. And all the people that I won't get to see that I was so excited about, and the things that I won't get to do. And I understand this is a first world problem. Like, I'm not going on to Paris. Woohoo, like, there's people dying in the world and people with debt and have far bigger problems what I have of not going to Paris. But there is still an extreme sadness in not getting to see your friends. So for me, it's not about being in Paris although that's lovely and I was very much looking forward to that experience. For me, it's about the people that I will miss seeing, and whom I now don't know when I will get to see again. And that, for me, is where my sadness comes from in all of this. So for right now, while I am sad and while I am trying to get myself well and sort my body out and get it back on track and be able to go back to Pilates and to just be well in myself again and to be able to move without being sore and to recover from some of the mental trauma that I've been through, I will be taking a break. I will return. I'm not leaving YouTube, but I need some space and some time. And I wish my fabulous Handbag Tribe friends the most amazing trip. I hope they have the best time in Paris and they shop and they eat and they see fabulous things and they have an amazing holiday. So I hope they all have that. And I very much look forward to watching their vlogs, even though that will be sad for me. But my sadness is nothing compared to the joy they're going to have. And I want to see that joy, even if I can't be there to experience it with them. So I will tag all of them down below so that you can go and follow their channels and watch their vlogs and share that joy that they're having. But yeah, I'll be gone for a little bit, but I'll come back when I'm ready. And yeah, sometimes stuff just happens, or as we in Australia say, shit happens. And this is it. So I will take care of myself and get myself back to where I should be, and I'll come back and make you guys content again. But you're just going to need to give me a little bit of grace for a little while I sort myself out and mourn the trip that I was going to have. But at some point I'll remember it is a first world problem and it's not the end of the world, and I can see these people again in the future. It's just not going to be in Paris this year. So yeah, that's my update. It's not a happy one, but it is what it is. So guys, I will sign off and I will catch you soon when I am ready to come back. But yeah, just give me a little bit of time. All right guys, I'll catch you later. Bye.